Pepper was a very small piglet with black fur and quick little steps. Trout was a calm dog with a gentle way of moving through the yard, and somehow they seemed to understand each other almost immediately. Before she was safe, Pepper spent her time outside in the wet grass behind a line of bushes. The storm from the night before had left everything cold and quiet, and she stayed tucked close to the ground, shivering a little whenever the wind moved through. A family found her there after hearing soft noises outside. There were no signs of her mother or any other piglets nearby, so they brought her home and gave her a warm place to stay while they figured out what she needed. Pepper was loud in the beginning. Trout was not. She followed people from room to room, making small cries that sounded almost like questions. She wanted attention all the time. Trout mostly watched from nearby. He stayed patient with her, even when she walked directly under his feet or copied everything he did. When the family introduced them properly, Pepper walked toward Trout without much hesitation. Trout lowered his head slightly and sniffed her once. After that, she stayed close beside him as if she had already made up her mind. The first days inside the house were slow. Pepper wandered through quiet rooms at night while everyone else slept. Sometimes she hid beside furniture during the day. Sometimes she sat near the door and listened to sounds outside. Trout usually rested nearby without bothering her. Small things started to change. Pepper stopped crying every time someone left the room. She began falling asleep more easily. She waited for Trout in the mornings and followed him into the yard with tiny, hurried steps. The family still worried about her settling in fully. They gave her space when she seemed uncertain and stayed patient when she became noisy again. Nobody rushed her. One evening, they noticed Pepper lying against Trout while he slept. She was completely still. Trout did not move away. It was only a small moment, but everyone noticed it. After that, life became steadier. The two of them explored the yard together every day. If Trout walked to the fence, Pepper walked to the fence. If he stopped under a tree, she stopped too. Once, the family could not find either of them for several minutes, only to spot Trout wandering home in the distance with Pepper following closely behind him, step for step. They became their own quiet little pair. Now Pepper waits by the gate when the family comes outside. Trout still stays near her most of the time. They nap in the same patches of sun and move slowly through the yard together like part of the same routine. The family sometimes looks at them and realizes the change already happened long ago. Nobody noticed the exact day. It came quietly in pieces until Pepper no longer looked like a visitor. She simply looked at home. Trust usually arrives that way. Not all at once, just through enough small days spent beside someone gentle. If this small story made you smile, please like, share, and subscribe for more quiet moments with animals finding their place. We believe the smallest stories are often the ones people carry with them the longest.